Hello, welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. I'm Ellen, and today I am making a really luxurious soap using goat's milk, activated charcoal, and Australian red reef clay. Let me show you the color. It is gorgeous in soap. I tell you what, it's kind of expensive. It's so good. The skin benefits, it's awesome. And I'll get to that. I wrote some little bullet notes of why I chose these ingredients to go in this soap today. So activated charcoal is, it helps with oily skin or acne problems because it's a detoxifier and it pulls out skin issues. So it's good for that. It helps, it says that it can help reduce pore size. And it's supposed to tighten skin and make skin firmer. And I like that. I'm in my 50s, so that's always good for me. Goat milk. Some of the things, we all know goat milk soap is so wonderful. It is skin softening. It's balanced. The pH is balanced to our skin. It's very closely the same pH as our own skin. So it's good for that. Very just soothing on the skin. It's moisturizing. And it's just full of vitamins and minerals, and you know, our skin is an organ and it absorbs what we put on it. So even though soap is a rinse-off product, I think using a good soap is wonderful. So some of the benefits of red reef clay is it's detoxifying, so that kind of goes hand in hand with the activated charcoal. It's supposed to be revitalizing for dull skin, and that brings like a glow, so I'm digging that. It's supposed to improve fine lines, be a moisturizer, and it's supposed to improve the texture and the firmness of your skin. I'm down with that, I tell you. It's good with me, those things. It's also high in nutrients. Let's see. I don't have my reading glasses on, and my writing is atrocious. So let's see. It's high in minerals, nutrients. Oh, iron oxide. So it does. It's very high in iron oxide, which is part of the color of it, and that is supposed to help like the appearance of your skin and add like a glowy sort of appearance on your skin. So I thought that all sounded great. Plus, it's just a gorgeous color. Even if it didn't do all this fancy stuff, it's beautiful. For the fragrance, I wanted this to be like a berry glow sort of a theme, is what I was thinking. So I have from Nature's Garden. It's called Berry Bewitching Brew. And it smells wonderful. It's just like a mixed berry, sweet, fruity, with a little more complex. It's got a depth to it. It's not just, you know, sweet. So anyway, that is what I'm pulling together today. I'm going to get my goat's milk lye solution sort of going, cooling off, melted. I have my goat's milk frozen, so we'll get that pulled together. I'm going to get everything pulled together, get my safety gear on, and we will come back and make some berry glow soap. And in the name of full disclosure, this is a bar of soap we're making today, and it will clean you. I'm not making any health claims or beauty claims. It's a bar of soap. It'll get you clean, and that's all good. And also, I'm on Facebook and Instagram if you want to check out more of things that are going on in my soap studio. And please hit subscribe and the bell for notifications if you want to keep up what's going on here on YouTube. Thank you. So I've got all my hard oils melted and my liquid oils in here, and to this I'm going to add my additives, which is organic colloidal oats and kale and clay. I do add that in almost all of my soaps, and I got these great containers at the dollar store, Dollar Tree I think, one of those dollar things, and it came with this little scoop inside. This is a 2 tablespoon scoop, which is perfect because I buy my additives in bulk. So 2 tablespoons of each of these goes in, and I like to go ahead and blend those into the oils and just let them absorb and get really anchored in there before we get moving on to adding our lye solution. So I'm just going to get these blended in really well and let them sit for a little bit. And I've got the additives well blended in here, and here's my goat milk solution that I did add about a half a teaspoon of titanium dioxide just to knock down the yellow. This does have tussa silk fiber and sodium lactate in it, so that's what's going on in here. And I'm going to go ahead and pour it in, and we'll be hand stirring till emulsion, and then we will split off for the colors and all the good stuff. So I've got my charcoal, my red clay. It's just going to be beautiful. Glowy, glowy soap. Oh man, that's like sunk down in there. All right. And we'll just get this stirred to emulsion, which means it's all incorporated and there's no oil floating on top. It's fully incorporated. And I will add the fragrance after I split it off. So let's split off here for my charcoal bottom layer. I wanted to just kind of get a layer on the bottom for some nice interest. And then we'll go ahead and get the top swirled up. But I'm going to stick blend this charcoal layer for the bottom so that it's nice and good thick trace going on it. Sorry, that was out of picture range. All right, let's see, here we go. Whoopsie, that touched in there. Get a different spoon. All right, so that was 2 kind of heaping teaspoons, so I'll call it a shallow tablespoon for the charcoal. And try to get that down without poofing it too much. Little bursts until you get it all wet. Then you can blend, otherwise it'll just poof up and make a grand mess. There we go. Lovely. Now, get my fragrance over here for this portion. I'm going to do one more scoop in here because I want it to be really black. There we go. Now, let's get this poured in here. Just beautiful. Smells great. So pretty. I'm going to let this set up for a few minutes and we'll come in and texture it a little bit before we get our next layer. So while that's setting up, we'll go ahead and mix in our red Reef clay. All right. Let's go ahead and I'll just add the rest of the fragrance in here. Add the rest of the fragrance for our next portion, and we'll split off. And look at that gorgeous color. So I'm going to hold it over here. We'll do 1 and 2 and see how that does us. Oh, that's beautiful. Just beautiful. All right. I'm going to let that set. I'm not going to mix it too much because I want to come in here now and texture this up. Let's see here. I think I'm going to stick blend a little and then we will do an in the pot swirl is what I think I'm going to go for. I'm going to just pour in the corners. All right, we're back the next day, and I just wanted to show you how I put a blanket over my soaps to get it to go through gel phase. If I don't have any high sugar like honey in there, that's how I do it. So here it is the next day, but I got something new that I wanted to show you all. This is just a laundry steamer. I got it on Amazon for really cheap, and I will put the link down below. This is perfect, and it doesn't even have a lot of soda ash, but it's a little dull. And I've been asked a few times how I get my soaps so shiny on top. Well, what you can do if there's not a lot of botanicals and stuff on there is run your tap water as hot as you can get it, and take it out of the wood molds, leave it in the silicone, and just rinse the top off, and it literally rinses off the soda ash. But I have read some articles that say you can use a laundry steamer. This is the first time I'm going to use this. So just to get a nice shine and bring out the color on top. So we're going to try this together here for the first time. So I've got my steamer, it's all plugged in, and we're just going to steam the top of the soap here, and then you have to let it dry before you cut it. But you can really see how it's bringing out the color and shining it up and getting rid of that dullness that you can get on the top of your soaps. The reason I got the steamer is so that if you did have botanicals and things on top, you could still do this and not rinse them off. So that's pretty cool looking. I think that's good enough. Let me hold it up here for you to see. It just puts a nice shine. So it's a little wet because of the steam. I'm going to let this dry, and I'll come back and show you that it will keep this shine. It just, I don't know, when you have a plain top with not a lot going on, I think the sheen is very pretty and attractive. So I'm going to let this sit and dry before we take it out of the mold. I wanted to show you these. I'm just so tickled with them. I got them, I think they came from like overseas, or they took forever to get here. China, oh mercy, with everything going on. Wash your hands afterwards. But anyway, these are just the perfect size. I got them on Amazon for like, you know, $12.50 or something for 8, and they're the perfect size for my little containers of stirring, and they're all silicone, so they're lie safe, and I just thought they were adorable. So my little rainbow of spatulas, stuff like this tickles me. So I figured I'd share it with you. So it's been a couple of hours since I steamed the top of this, so it's dry to the touch, but you can see it still has a nice sheen to it. And I think it just adds a little something. I don't do it to all my soaps, but once in a while, I think it just, I don't know, sometimes I just feel like doing it, and so there it is. But I like it on this bar particularly. So let's get it out of the mold and see how that charcoal comes out on the inside here. I'm going to cut the end piece sample bar off. These end pieces are what go in my bundle packs that I sell. They're about 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces each, and then I bundle them in packs of 4. But that's what I do with my end pieces. And if they're too small, I'll cut them in half and make them one of my little free samples that I send out with each of my orders. I try to get a little free sample in there of a bar that you didn't order, you know, just to mix it up for people, let them try something. So let's see. I just really like how the sheen comes out on the top. And it swirls very pretty. Let's get into this. So on my triple mold that I have, it's a slab mold, this is the center cut bar. So oftentimes the center cut will have I don't want to say a more intricate swirl, but a little more swirly than the side pieces here. This is an end bar. So, you know, it's just each bar is different. It's kind of cool like that. That actually looks like a marble almost. It's very neat. So This clay and charcoal combo is just wonderful, and combined with the goat's milk, it's like powerhouse soap. Let's see how this came out. It's really cool looking, and the nice sheen on the top. It does have a little bit of yellowing, and some of that could be from the goat milk, but also the fragrance did say that it had a slight discoloration, so it's not white, it's kind of a yellow swirl, but I love it. These glow bars, and they smell really good. Very happy with these.